So yesterday, me and Marcello, my studio mate, started a podcast. And one of the things that we talked about was our first episode. So we're introducing each other to the world, ourselves, all that fun stuff. Oh my God. And one of the things that kind of came up, one of the things that I focus on as far as a lot of education goes is money. Right? I like to talk about money. I like to talk about how photographers can make more money and build a better brand for themselves and all that. And one of the things that I'm hearing, that I'm hating, that I'm hearing from all these new photographers who are afraid of charging is two things. First off is one, I do not like to charge because I like to make sure that people have the memories and I want to make sure that they have quality without having to spend too much. And then secondly, I charge because I charge what I charge. And I don't care what other people are charging, but these people are also undermining the community. So we're going to talk about that right now. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Jeremy Luke Photography. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's get a little comfy here, guys. Let's hang out for a little bit and we're going to chat. We are going to talk a little bit about money and we're going to see how uncomfortable I can make everybody today. Let's zoom it in. Come on, find me, face. Find my face. All right. So guys, it's very simple. Being an artist and being a photographer and being a business person are two totally different things, right? Just because you're great at business doesn't mean you'll be great at photography. But if you are a mediocre photographer with a great business background, you will make a killing and people will love you. And that's where it's at, right? So I've always joked that I am not the best photographer, and I believe that. I'm just a really good business person that people like me and they want to book me and my name's out there, right? Ultimately, what I care about within my own business is that my value is there. That when people are booking me, talking to me, hiring me, they feel like they are getting a value to what they're doing. Whatever money they end up spending, they're gonna feel good about spending it, right? Which sounds kind of crazy because nobody really wants to spend money, but imagine this, you go and buy a new car, you spend $50,000 on a car, it might be over what you wanna spend, but you love this car. This car will take you everywhere. This car has all the bells and whistles that you could possibly want, and it's killing everything in your world, and you're proud to show it off, right? As opposed to the opposite, where you spend $50,000 on a car and it breaks down all the time. It's not doing what it's supposed to do. So all of a sudden you're just gonna hate that car. So I wanna make sure that I am making a great value to my clients, and that's what I want photographers to do. But what's happening is that photographers, especially the young photographers, are going the opposite route. They are devaluing what they're doing by not charging a sufficient amount. Meaning that when they go to charge somebody, say they're doing a mini session, and say the mini session is $300 and it comes with 20 digitals, right? Fine, that's great for you. But then they end up delivering 70 digitals, but the client was expecting 20. And then when I asked the question, oh cool, how much more did you make on top of that? Because you are charging for those extra digitals, right? They go, no, we just gave it to them because we want them to like us and we want them to know that we appreciate them. And I'm like, by just giving them photos and images, so theoretically you've not only quadrupled what you're supposed to deliver, but you have devalued everything that you have done and the 20 that you were supposed to deliver because they have it all. And now if this client decides that, hey, they only like 20 of them or 10 of them, they're not really feeling like the other ones really mean anything anymore because you're just giving it to them, right? If I gave you an iPhone for a penny or an iPhone for $1,000, you're always gonna question why that iPhone is a penny or free, right? You're gonna be like, why is this a penny? Something's wrong with this iPhone. And that's how clients are gonna view your photography and your work. They're gonna look at it and go, what is wrong with this work? Or this photographer must not do well if they're just giving away photos. And that's ultimately what happens. But in their mindset, in the photographer's mindset, they're going, I'm helping out, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, I'm being a nice person. Client, oh man, this photographer is not really that great if they're just giving away photos. I was willing to pay more, I wanna pay more. And there's something in that psyche, right? Where people wanna pay more. When they pay for something, they value it more. And that's what we wanna do. We wanna make sure they value it more. But also on the photographer side, your time is value, your time is money. I wanna make sure that you are excelling and building, right? One thing that I do when I mentor my photographers when they come in and see me is they're always like, I'm trying to get more and more clients. And it's really not about getting a lot of clients. Yes, in the beginning, we're gonna try to get a lot, but it's about maintaining a good clientele that will keep coming back to you year after year after year, or month after month after month. My clientele is, I'm in the commercial world and the wedding world and the portrait world. In the commercial world, I deal with companies. Companies have people come in all the time. They need headshots. We shoot their head right over there. I have these companies come in after once in a time, right? And so they keep coming in and seeing me, and ultimately, I don't have to keep searching for a company. The company already found me, and I can keep booking off this company. Families are a little bit different. I shoot the same families year after year for 16 years. And every year I add more families. Yes, the other years I drop off families. They go and experiment with some other photographer. Totally fine. But I'm not marketing to the masses anymore, right? My schedule gets booked, and people are paying the value of what I'm doing because I've maintained that value. I've also charged more than I should have at the beginning so that my value stays the same, right? So I'm not charging more every single year just because I feel like I have to because I'm in my career. I'm charging what I'm comfortable charging and what I feel my value is worth in my pricing. And I'm happy to talk to you guys about pricing all the time. I just want to make sure that if you're in the photography world and you're doing photography, you're going to do it for a long time. And if you're not charging correctly and giving things away, you're just not going to last. And I know if you're a newer photographer watching this, you're like, absolutely, he's crazy. But talk to me in 5 years from now because I'm not reinventing the wheel. Learn from what I had done in the past because my first year, I was charging $100 for a family shoot with a CD. And they got a full CD with everything on it. The CD and the software actually cost me maybe $2 to do. Editing, I would edit 60 to 100 photos on there and I would just give it all to them and say, thanks so much for $100. And guess who thought that photography was not lucrative at that time? Right? Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good day. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.